On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And it's quickly 0-2. Has stopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. The 0-2 home. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's all you got to do there. Put the ball on the ground. Use the big part of the field, and that's going to get that first run home from third base.
In now, Travis Johnson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Into the seats, 0-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Tulowitzki ranging into the outfield. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these 2 teams took to get where they... Travis Johnson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Johnson.
Stroman comes set. First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Travis Johnson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Storen's ready. Here it comes. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Smoked on the ground left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight. Just their 6th hit of the game. So now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
I think at this point you have to.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And the runner's breaking for third. Taken for strike 3. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Up next for the National.
Jason Worth comes to the plate now, representing the potential tying run.
Well, if he gets the pitch to drive right here, you can bet that he's going to give it a rip. But at the very least, they need a productive AB out of him right here.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back now with baseball on the show from the nation's capital. Just down the street from that building, we are set for what remains. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big...
The opener was everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Washington Nationals. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in. Travis Johnson will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part, and he just needed a little more help.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
And about the only silver lining to this one, from a defensive standpoint, is the fact that it came with the bases empty.
Now to the plate, Travis Johnson. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, the last time he saw a fastball and hit it pretty well, so we'll see how they work him this time. You can throw him more fastball.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Travis Johnson steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To short, hit hard. To his left, Tulowitzki on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th.
Now batting, first baseman
Travis Johnson will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Duffy sets. First pitch on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bautista moves over. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one. It was the hardest ticket to get in these parts in ages, and the folks that are packed into this place are making an impact already. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Washington Nationals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And when you start the series on the road, obviously, you'd love to win 2 games. But coming out of there with no worse than a split is what you're really kind of hoping to accomplish. So now, they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and they can feed on this crowd, hopefully, to give them a big leg up in this series.
A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington. Travis Johnson will come forward now, and as you see by the numbers, he's off to a hot start here in the Fall Classic.
Yeah, you know some guys just love being on that big stage, and he's been a big part of this ball club all season long, so it's no surprise to me that he swung a hot bat when it matters the most.
He's set. Here it comes. To short, hit hard. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance, no score. Travis Johnson will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Travis Johnson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pretty well struck, high and deep to left field. Saunders going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead. Digging in to try it again, Travis Johnson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Looking up is Saunders. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the series, and the Nationals have made this a 5.
Sometimes these pitchers, They let their egos get the better of them.
Travis Johnson will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Oh, nothing too out of the ordinary right there. He just doesn't look this one into his glove. And now all of a sudden, they've got a man on here to begin this inning.
In now, Ryan Zimmerman. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Pitch outside, the throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
And even with a 5-run lead, you've got to play with the mindset that no lead is ever safe. So that's a good job right there, taking second and getting yourself into scoring position.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
And let's just train our camera on that runner leading off from second. He's watching that pitcher like a hawk. So once he sees that he's not paying attention to him, he just takes off. And the head-first slide gets him into third just ahead of the throw.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
Jason Worth digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Fly ball out toward right field. Bautista has it in his tracks. 2 down. And a 6th run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip.
And that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
And guys, the Nationals were given an excellent start here by the gentleman you see in action there, Steven Strasburg. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it for EK, Psycho, and I tell you, this crowd is making it so I can hardly hear my own voice. They are indeed raring to go. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Washington Nationals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington. Travis Johnson steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
Pilar arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. Stepping in, Travis Johnson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Now batting, catcher.
Dickey comes set.
Travis
First pitch on the way.
Johnson.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Pilar. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His 3rd home run of this series. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, one thing you can say about this ball club, they are not going to go down without a fight. I mean,
now to the plate, Travis Johnson. And he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Pilar moving to his left. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Travis Johnson will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. The short hit hard. Oh, what a dive. He's up with it. The throw. He's out.
Wow.
And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
and Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Blue Jays come out on top. Getting set for what should be nothing short of an epic battle. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Washington Nationals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch, let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Eric, who stands out to you? Travis Johnson set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Travis Johnson stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game. At the plate, Travis Johnson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Travis Johnson.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. His fourth long ball of this series as the Nationals have battled back to tie this one at 2 apiece.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely...
Travis Johnson will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
Man, they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
High and deep to right center field. Looking up is Pilar, and as Nationals fans have heard before, see you later. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his second home run of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Travis Johnson will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Back to him, and that's off his leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Stepping in, Ryan Zimmerman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Now a snap throw to first.
He beat it.
And a dive, but he's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Oh, the throw down. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 2-1.
One strike.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now an 8-6 game.
That's a big run in a game like this. That makes it a 2-run.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers. But he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Through 5 games, it's been a series to remember so far. And we should be in for more great theater here. Will it end tonight? It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic. between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Steve, obviously things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, and here you see the results of those first 5 games, and it's been everything that we could have hoped for. And now at 3-2, you've got a team coming in here that needs to win the final 2 games on the road to take the series. And judging by the noise that this crowd is making, that will not be an easy task.
Travis Johnson will dig in now, coming off one of the best offensive performances we've seen in a World Series game for quite some time.
Johnson.
Oh, really just a game for the ages there. He put on a one-man show, and you can bet he probably won't see the same kind of pitches that he saw last time out. He'll be a lot more careful when he's at the dish.
Saunders is underneath this one. 1 pitch, 1 away. Stepping in, Travis Johnson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch.
Johnson.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Travis gets down and dirty. It's there. He got him.
Oh, what a play.
Travis Johnson will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. Bautista is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half. Travis Johnson will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 6th of this series, and it's now 7-4.
Oh, and this home crowd is digging this. That's going to push the lead up to 3 now here in the bottom of the 8th. And with each extra run that scores, it just makes it more and more. Well, one thing's for sure, this city is going to be rocking tonight. This place is going crazy right now, and for good reason. Their guys are the new champions of the world.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 7-6. Good night from D.C.
The final line score for the ballgame.